Hey, if the music goes out again, will you just sing for us?
So you can memorize that.
I see you taking shots over there.
Good evening and welcome to the Sanford Track and Soccer Stadium here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm your host, Eric Biancalana, and tonight I'll be bringing you all the action as the Sanford Bulldogs welcome the visiting Kennesaw State Owls. The Bulldogs come into tonight's match having posted back-to-back 1-0 shutout victories, and they did it against some big-name teams, Baylor and Alabama in particular. It's safe to say the Lady Bulldogs will be feeling confident heading into tonight's match. Not only do they hold the lead in the all-time series between themselves and the Owls at 5-2, but they also knocked off Kennesaw by a score of, well, 5-2 out in Georgia last season. Meanwhile, the visitors are looking to take home a victory on the back of a 2-game losing streak and earn a win in the last of their 5 straight road games. Kennesaw leads the ASUN Conference in goals scored as well as shutouts this season, so the Dogs are up against an opponent tonight that is very skillful on both sides of the ball. It's the last non-conference matchup of the season for the Dogs, and it'll serve as one last final tune-up as they head into Southern Conference play against Wofford next Friday night. Keep it tuned in here as we've got starting lineups and kickoff coming up after the break. You're watching Bulldog Soccer on the Sanford Sports Network.
Meet Pete and Paul, twins so much alike, friends call them Pete and Repeat. But Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama treats them as individuals. Each gets a health insurance plan designed to meet his specific needs. One is a self-employed entrepreneur, the other working for a large company. After all, no two customers are alike, especially in Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. Find out how we can cover you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are live from the Samford Track and Soccer Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama. Wherever you are watching from, welcome, and thank you so much for tuning in on this Friday night. The weather here at the Samford Track and Soccer Stadium is a clear skies and just a little bit breezy, 84 degrees outside. The Sanford Bulldogs prepare to take on the Kennesaw State Owls in the last non-conference matchup of the 2016 regular season. Let's get you your starting lineups quickly here before the teams kick off. For the Bulldogs, in goal, Katie Peters returns to her starting role in place of Anna Maddox. Peters back from an injury knock that she took against Rice just a few weeks back. The defense will be unchanged tonight. Olivia Cole in the middle, and on her left and right, Emily Jones and Virginia McNeil. Meanwhile, in the midfield, freshman Corey Sauter gets the start this evening alongside Anna Allen and Courtney Hendrickson. In front of them, well, on the wings, I should say, Abriella Argueta gets her first start of the season with Taylor Borman on the other wing, and the two forwards up top tonight, Malkanisha Kelly, just Malkanisha Kelly, actually, pardon me. Meanwhile, for the Kennesaw State Owls, in goal, Ashley Zambetti. Defenders for the Owls, Caitlin Sterling, Carly Pesgrove, Sydney Crowley, and Abby Roth. Meanwhile, in the midfield, Brittany Reed, Isabella Contreras, Shannon Driscoll, Cassidy Kemp, and up top, Kim Fincher and Monica Herrera, as action has begun here at the Sanford Track and Soccer Stadium. Let's finish up a little bit of pre-game housekeeping. Head referee this evening, Jonathan Sowers, and his assistants, Ryan Starr and Kadeem Sabara, will be over the match tonight. Sanford Bulldogs will be in their white tops, blue bottoms, attacking from left to right, and the Owls will be in their green and yellow, going from right to left. Bulldogs on the ball now. Kelly is going to try and hold on to it. She's looking long towards Sauter, who chases, but can't quite get there in time. And here's Kelly again. Sauter's deflected pass comes out wide to Virginia McNeil. She's battling into the area. She will stay on the ball. Her low left-footed cross is cleared. Now Jones can get things going again for the Dogs. Jones is dispossessed. Here's Argueta, leaving it off for Anna Allen. Her long ball in search of Virginia McNeil doesn't quite find her, but Argueta is back onto this one. That'll be a Owls throw on the near touchline. Anna Allen sweeping up danger again at the back. Looked like she's playing just a little bit deeper this evening, maybe even alongside Olivia Cole, and what looks like the Dogs are running a 4-5-1 this evening. But before we get to that, Virginia McNeil has a chance to put a cross into the area. Her low pass is behind Argueta. Driscoll trying to turn with it for the Owls. Her and Hendrickson get tangled up, and there's no call from the referee either side. Bulldogs come away with it. Smelter and Argueta exchange passes. Anna Allen has missed out on that one, and charging up the left-hand side is Kemp. She's into the area, and she's dispossessed. Olivia Cole comes flying in. Cole showed excellent pace on that occasion to come in and dispossess Kemp right at the crucial moment. Kemp might have done well to get a shot off earlier. Does look like Allen is in that center back role, so the Dogs will be playing four at the back. Virginia McNeil on the right, Anna Allen and Olivia Cole as center backs this evening, with Emily Jones on the left. Right in front of them will be Courtney Hendrickson, doing the dirty work that she usually does in the midfield, breaking up passes, making tough tackles, and then in front of her, Argueta and Borman are on the flanks, and Sauter will be helping out Malkanisha Kelly up top. Ashley Zambetti, the Kennesaw State keeper, will punt this one back into play for us. Sauter with a nice turn and pass towards Smeltzer. Smeltzer's looking for options. Layoff for Sauter eventually finds its way to Borman. Now here's Jones. She wants to get that cross in. Jones is past her defender. And she's shepherded out of play, and this one will be a Kennesaw State goal kick. Owls coming into tonight's game on a 2-game losing streak. Those losses coming to Georgia Southern and Georgia. They've got just one win in their last 4 matches, so they are eager to put that right tonight. They're concluding a 5-game stretch where they have been on the road, and it has not been very gentle to them. They're just 2-3 on the road this season, so a lot of work to do tonight here for the Owls if they want to get the results against a very strong Sanford Bulldog team who will be heading into SoCon play just next Friday. Smeltzer puts a block in on the near side, and she is trying to pick out Kelly. The run was a good one, but the ball just too far out in front of her. Sarah Smeltzer, the 5'6" senior forward from right here in Birmingham, Alabama. She's making her 3rd start of the season tonight. Shirley will be looking to impress and get more starts under her belt as the season wears on. She has appeared in every match so far this season for the Dogs. See if she can make a case tonight to head coach Todd Yelton as to why she should be starting. Argueta's low cross slips through nearly towards Kelly. Owls able to deal with it, and they will look long towards Driscoll. Right-footed shot is tipped over by Katie Peters. She looks like she might have just caught it, and at the last second decided to push that one over the bar to safety. Dangerous right-footed shot from distance from Shannon Driscoll, the number 13 midfielder for the Owls. Senior out of Woodstock, Georgia, has 5 goals and an assist on the season for the Owls, so she's been the most proficient player for this Kennesaw State team in the 2016 season. The corner kick will be coming in shortly. It's whipped into the area. Dogs are able to deal with that one quickly and efficiently. Fincher tried to send that one back in for the Owls to no avail. Will be a goal kick for Samford goalkeeper Katie Peters. Peters back in between the posts after, well, starting the season in between the posts. She picked up a slight knock against Rice and was replaced in her absence by Anna Maddox, who put in 2 standout performances against Baylor and Alabama, respectively. Both occasions Maddox got the shutout, so not sure if there's an injury there, but if not, I'm sure Maddox will be feeling a little hard done by us to not have retained her starting role this evening. Sanford head coach Todd Yelton has been known to swap his goalkeepers in and out as he went back and forth between Peters and Maddox on many occasions in the 2015 season. But it is Peters who's been preferred this evening. McNeil dealing with this one. She's being hassled by Driscoll. She's trying to see that one out, but Driscoll's come away with it, and her pass nearly finds Kemp, but it is cut out by Maddox. Smeltzer's neat touches mean the Dogs can keep it in the midfield. Now here come the Owls. Looks like that's Driscoll again, all the way out on the far flank, getting herself involved. And the low shot is a very tame one. No trouble at all for Katie Peters in the net for the Dogs. She will send this goal kick back into play. Here's Crowley. Her pass is cut out by Hendrickson. Hendrickson really playing a role for the Dogs this year that doesn't get too many of the plaudits, but this team wouldn't be able to function as efficiently as they have been this season without her presence. Head coach Todd Yelton was quick to praise her after the work that she put in the match against Baylor just last Friday. That one went through 2 periods of overtime before it was decided, and it was Allie Laurie's left-footed strike that won the headlines, but the defensive shift that Courtney Hendrickson put in from the midfield cannot be underestimated. Katie Peters gets down to make the save with her left hand. Borman on the far side, looking for options in front of her. Not liking them, and Hendrickson does end up with it. Now exchanges a pass with Sauter and looks to slip in Argueta. Argueta's chasing this one into the corner. Can she come away with it? No, she can't, but she does have the throw in, Abriella Argueta. Making just her first start of the season this evening. Suffered a little bit with an injury problem in the early stages, so it's good to see her back. Now Owls charging down the field. Contreras plays a long ball over the top, and Peters is out to deal with it quickly. Opts to kick that one away as it was just on the edge of her area, and the danger is gone for the Dogs. Owls have threatened on a couple of occasions already this evening, as we have just under 33 minutes left in the first half. Bulldogs have won this one high up the field, and they can break quickly with Smeltzer. Kelly has space in front of her. She's trying to flick it over the top towards Borman, but the move is still on. Smeltzer cutting and turning is dispossessed. Now Contreras plays a brilliant through ball towards the path of Cassidy Kemp, and she is called offside. She looked to be through just for a moment there. Now here's Contreras. Pesgrove will leave this one for Sterling. Here's Contreras again. She's looking for Kemp. Kemp is onto it on her right foot, and she touches it past Cole, who leaves a foot dangling in, and it will be an Owls free kick in a dangerous position. Owls waiting to receive a ball to actually take the free kick with. They've got one now. Looks like Brittany Reed will be over this one alongside Carly Pesgrove. Right footer and a left footer. It looks like how they're lining up. Pesgrove gives the signal and leaves it towards Reed, whose shot on goal is handled easily by Katie Peters, making the confident diving save to her right-hand side and smothering the ball in the end. Ball into the box is a dangerous one, and it's in the back of the net. Kennesaw State takes the lead. It looks like it was Cassidy Kemp on the header into the far post. And Bulldogs caught off guard here in the early stages. Sanford substitution, Ella Baggett is entering the game for Taylor Borman. Meanwhile, I believe it was Ashta Das entering the match as well for the Owls. And one more substitution, Caitlin Orman is coming in place of Corey Sauter. Jones on the ball now for the Dogs. Well, just want to make a correction here on many things that I have already said in this broadcast. I've just found out that, well, one, I don't have the greatest vision, and two, the starting lineups had a slight error on them this evening. It is animatics in the goal for the Bulldogs. I have been saying Katie Peters repeatedly, but it is animatics continuing after her back-to-back shutouts against Baylor and Alabama, both in this past week. Do apologize for getting the two mixed up. Baggett finds Smeltzer up on the far side. Smeltzer's battling for the ball, and she's able to stay onto it. Baggett can't quite get onto the end of her pass, but Courtney Hendrickson is here to keep the possession for the Dogs. She's looking for Baggett again, and Baggett will get onto the end of it. Baggett wants options, and she's getting help. Return pass just a little bit wayward, and the Owls will have a throw. Cole sends this one long for the Dogs. Smeltzer tries to flick it on towards Baggett. It is cut out. Virginia McNeil intercepting a couple of Owls passes. Das spreads the play for Kennesaw. Now here's Baggett with a little bit of space in front of her. Sanford making a substitution here on the near side. Taylor Meneed is coming in, and Virginia McNeil is heading out. Number 20, Taylor Meneed, the 5'2" freshman out of Marietta, Georgia. Making her 8th appearance of the evening tonight. She has featured in every single game that the Dogs have been a part of this year. One of the highly rated freshman in this freshman class, as she is intercepting Driscoll's dribble. And her long ball is a good one towards Kelly. Sterling knocks that one out of play for the Owls, and it will be Meneed over the throw-in. Cole cleaning things up at the back for the Dogs. She's standing up Kemp now. Kemp's pass towards Contreras is just a little bit wayward. Pesgrove's pass is intercepted. Here's Smeltzer. Too much on that one from the forward. Well, the Kennesaw State Owls and the Sanford Bulldogs have, well, just before that, here's Kemp twisting and turning on the near side. She's onto her left foot. Kemp's shot swings all the way through the 6-yard box, tipped onto the post and out. And the referee is over to speak to the injured Kennesaw State player. The Sanford Bulldogs are giving away a myriad of chances here in the first half, already down 1-0. Looks like Contreras is going to need to head over to the sideline for the Owls. And coming on for her shortly will be number 14, Charlotte Rent. And heading all the way over to the far corner will be number 27, Brittany Reed, to take the corner kick. And while that was happening, Sanford Bulldogs have made a sub. Allie Laurie has entered the game. Anna Allen has stepped out for the time being. Corner kick from Reed will come in. It's a low one, and Kelly is there quickly to deal with it. Her clearance is judged to have come off her last, and it will be another Owls corner.
Another corner for Kennesaw State.
Owls stacking players near the back post and then splitting off and making runs. It's another low bouncing one, and Kelly is able to deal with it again. Now she's out to do a little defending. Gets herself in between Reed and the ball, and she is adjudged to have been fouled in the process. So good defensive work by Sanford forward Malkanisha Kelly. Kelly having a solid year this season with 3 goals, 1 assist. She's making her 8th appearance of the season tonight. I think she'll be hoping to get more and more goals as conference play is just around the corner. She lays this one into the path of Argueta. Can't quite get past her mark. She gives it back to Kelly, and Kelly has just taken a slip at the top of the 18. She's still battling for it. It's come out to Lori. Bulldogs able to keep possession and come again, looking for that equalizing goal. Jones tries to get it wide, but has her pass knocked out of bounds. Well, the Bulldogs and the Owls of Kennesaw State do have a lot of history. All the way back since 2011, they have gone back and forth. They've played each other every year since then, and each year a new team has come away the victor. Bulldogs winning by a big margin in 2011 by 4-1, but then Owls took the W in 2012 and then later in 2013, Bulldogs took the W, so it has been a back and forth affair as recently as last season. The two met in Kennesaw, Georgia, and the Bulldogs took the victory 5-2, so that one bounces all the way through, and it's gone in. Argueta, I believe, has scraped that one over the line, and the Bulldogs have leveled the match. Kennesaw State goalkeeper Ashley Zambetti had come out to claim it and couldn't quite get her hands on it, and Argueta had followed the ball and kept her run going, and she was there to get the tap in, and as simple as that, the game is level. And that was Abriella Argueta in her first start of the season. The junior 5'4" forward has a goal. She's making her fourth appearance, and she does have one assist. She picked that one up just last Tuesday as the Dogs ran out 1-0 winners against Alabama. So an absolutely fantastic week for Argueta, who has come back from an early season injury and is in scintillating form. And she's got the Dogs back level with the Owls in this one. And they're looking for more. Here's Orman. Can't get past Crowley, but she has a throw, and here's Argueta, your goal scorer. Attempted cross comes off the hand of Sterling, and that one will go out for a Bulldog corner kick as the Dogs look to climb back into the lead. Argueta sends this one in high towards the top of the 6-yard box. No one able to get up to it, but the shot does come in eventually from Lori with her left foot. Last time she did that, she scored. Not on this occasion. That one was claimed by Zambetti. But the Bulldogs feeling a little more confident after Argueta leveled the match for them just moments ago. Kelly looks to stretch the play. Baggett knocks this one up into the air towards Kelly. Kelly's going to take a strike with her right foot, and it was curling just inside that far post. Zambetti making the crucial interception. 2 shots on goal just in the last minute here for the Dogs. They increase their pressure on the Owls' goal. Hendrickson plays Baggett over the top. Baggett's into the box. Her shot is blocked. And it will be a Kennesaw State throw on the far side. Interesting fact here, all the Sanford Bulldogs are 3-2-2 on the season, and all 3 of those victories have been shutouts. They have not managed to keep the shutout tonight against Kennesaw State. And we'll see if they can press on and get their 4th victory of the season without the shutout. Here's Lori. She's going to go back towards Jones. Smeltzer's one-touch pass just too far out in front of Baggett. We've got 3 substitutions coming in here for the Owls. Number 2, Ida Hepso. Number 21, Isabella Contreras. And number 7, Maggie Gaughan are entering the match for Kennesaw State. It's going to be Driscoll and Reed making way. I believe the third player to come off was number 5, Caitlin Sterling. Kelly pushes that one off into the path of Orman, who couldn't pick out either Argueta or Smeltzer. The pass was dangerous enough to have to put out of play, and it will be a Dogs throw-in. Jones has Baggett in space. No one defending Baggett, so she'll cut in onto her right foot. After bouncing around a couple of times out in front of the Kennesaw State 18, it is safely into the hands of Ashley Zambetti. Zambetti and her defense have combined for a ASUN Conference share of the league lead with 4 shutouts. They are a defensively proficient team as Cole makes the vital tackle inside the Sanford 18. This one is out for another Kennesaw State corner kick. Hepso is going to send this one in from the near corner. And it's close towards Animatics, who is able to punch it clear, and with the help of Caitlin Orman, knock that one all the way out of play. Hepso will keep up with the dead ball activities and throw this one in. And Argueta sweeps it clear. Crowley launches it forward, but it only gets to her center back opposite in Cole. Cole will send it right back to Crowley. Kemp turning and passing. Could be another chance here for the Owls. Orman is in there battling for it, and Hendrickson will put in the final clearance. Here's Roth for Kennesaw State, switching the play, but can't get it over the head of Emily Jones. Now Baggett's going to try and bring it down. Very nice passing from the forwards and the midfielders from the Bulldogs, and they've worked this one up into the Kennesaw State final third, and now Argueta has just one defender to beat. She's taking her time, Argueta, and it will be knocked out by number 2, Ida Hepso, for a Bulldog corner kick. Both teams are going to make changes here. Number 4, Maya Watford, is coming in for the Bulldogs, and number 10, Jessica Sexton, is coming in for the Owls. Leaving for the Bulldogs, Sarah Smeltzer exits the field. And I believe Kim Fincher has exited the field as well for the Owls. As Argueta sends in this corner kick, it's floating up at the top of the 6. No one can put it on frame for the Dogs, and Allie Laurie has opted to back off of that one and stand up her man in Contreras in the midfield. Watford battling for it up top. She's nearly got it. And she does keep possession. Now Meneed can launch it up towards Kelly.
And all you gotta do is play with it. It's either Zoom or Iris. Exactly.
And that's what I was saying, and he never got it. And eventually, I was like, I can't deal with this. I have to go back. We're in the middle of a live broadcast. I can't deal with this right now. And then
Hepso twisting and turning in the back, and as her clearance blocked, she'll have another go at it, but can only get it as far as Meneed. Bulldogs just keep coming back at the Owls here. Das tries to play it out to the right-hand side for the Owls, but she's dispossessed by Baggett. Bulldogs mounting real pressure here. Baggett's cross in is sent out. She's got another shot at it, and once again, it's blocked by Roth. So 2 crosses, both of those heading towards the path of Maya Watford, it looked like. Neither of them could quite make it to her, with Roth made 2 vital interceptions for the Owls.
He eventually gets it off somehow. I don't know how to figure it out. But he gets it off, he brings it up, and he puts it on the table.
I think somebody from our class helped him. I'm not even sure.
Probably. Instead of just whenever he goes, slides right off. It's not that hard to figure out. And I've showed it to him a million times.
Right.
Teams exchanging corner kick or throw-ins, throw-ins on the far side of the field. Now Sanford will come back at them as Watford looks for Kelly. Kelly's trying to take it down and turn at the same time. Doesn't quite come off for her. The Bulldogs are back at the Owls again. Baggett cutting onto her right, then cutting onto her left. She's got a chance to put a good cross in. Baggett looks towards the back post, and it's over the head of Argueta, who had a chance to knock that one in at the back post. So Bulldogs continue to get quality service into the area this evening. They're looking to find that go-ahead goal. Laurie charging forward for the Dogs. Baggett gives it back to Laurie. She's heading into that far corner. Now she's the one to put in the cross with her left foot. It's to the back post again, but no one is there, and Hepso's sloppy touch has rolled out for a Dogs corner kick. Just 11 minutes left in this first half. And the Dogs have had plenty of time to send the ball into the Kennesaw State 18, as head referee Jonathan Sowers had something to say to the Dogs. Argueta there. Her short corner is to Hendrickson, and she will get it back. Tries to whip it in and has it blocked, so a chance wasted for the Dogs to put a ball into the area. They'll try and do it again. Watford will have her cross blocked, and it will be yet another corner kick for the Dogs. That's their 4th of the evening. This time Orman will come over to take it, while Argueta remains short. But Orman will go long. That one is far too close to Ashley Zambetti to cause any real trouble for the Owls keeper. Here's Hepso. Her pass is cut out by Orman, who has Argueta in front of her. Argueta seeing a lot of the ball in the last 5 minutes, and she nearly curled one into the path of Watford on that occasion. Now Hendrickson has it in the midfield. Looking for and finding Watford. Watford doing well to hold off Crowley. Orman turning. She's found Watford. Watford wants to get it onto her right foot. She does get a shot away, and it has gone just a few yards wide of that far post. Owls making a change here. Emily entering the game is Emily Sosa. Ashta Das is coming out. Couple of flicked headers mean that Olivia Cole has to slash that one clear, and Argueta has been pushed off the ball in midair by number 12 Cassidy Kemp, so it will be a Dogs free kick. And Meneed's going to take that one quickly, go short towards Cole. Dogs will switch it all the way to the far side. Watford once again involved, and she was looking for a run from Argueta. Didn't quite get one. Her through ball sneaks all the way through to Zambetti. Now here's Argueta again. I believe that was Sexton trying to make something happen up top for the Owls, who have just fallen off a little bit in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so as the Dogs have established themselves on this game. We've got 7 minutes left in the first half. They continue to come forward, the Dogs do. Watford is past Crowley, and she's looking for options in the area. It does find its way to Kelly, who gives it back to Watford. Zambetti is out to smuggle it, and it looks like she's taken a knock. Does look to be in some discomfort as Kelly and Watford cannot get the ball into the back of the net for the Dogs. Looks like Zambetti is doing all right. She will be putting the ball back into play from this free kick. It's towards Argueta, who wins the header. Watford nearly holding off Contreras, but referee not pleased with the way that she positioned herself. Roth sends the long free kick forward. Hendrickson launches it over the top. Watford is going to try and beat Roth there, and she does. Watford's tripped up right at the top of the area, and the referee is happy with the way that things have proceeded, and no call from him, and Zambetti will be able to punt this one back into play. So Watford was charging down that long over-the-top pass from Hendrickson. Looked like she might have beaten Zambetti to the ball. It looked as if she had tripped over the legs of the fallen Owls player. Not sure if it was quite a foul, but Sanford making a substitution here. Entering the game is number 17, Keely Borman, younger sister to number 7, Taylor Borman. And Peters has just entered the game, number 33 for the Owls, and she nearly got to lash a shot on goal right away. Watford plays the long 1-2 with Orman, and she's able to get back onto the end of her long pass. Trying to hold possession is Watford. And Peters with a very nice turn in the midfield for the Owls. Contreras plays it in towards the midfield. Owls want to launch it over the top, but Meneed is there to cover, and she will opt to put that one out of play. Hepso is going to take this throw in. Peters trying to cross it into the box. Can't get it past Hendrickson. Now Keely Borman getting her first touches since coming in. Trying to get it towards Watford. But it was Roth there to make the interception. Owls trying to launch this one high over to the path of Peters. Meneed is equal to the task. Pardon me, that was Argueta.
That's good.
Meneed was back there providing cover for Gabriella. Hepso underneath another throw in for the Owls. Looking up top towards Sexton.
But then, like, I've done, like, more, like, sit-down interviews that are, like, 10 to 15 minutes, and that's going to be kind of nerve-wracking.
That's scary. Is he smoking? He has something in his mouth. What is it? I don't know what it is.
Sanford making a change. Aaron Bonner is going to come in, and Gabriella Argueta is going to get a little bit of rest as we approach the end of this first half. Just 2 minutes left. Your equalizing goal scorer has come off the pitch. And Aaron Bonner has come on. Aaron, the 5'7" freshman from Deatsville, Alabama. She making her 4th appearance of the season tonight. Head coach Todd Yelton sending in Bonner in hopes that she can find the go-ahead goal before the half, and she does get a low cross in towards Borman. Borman thankfully not on the field at the same time as her older sister Taylor, otherwise I would have some differentiation to be doing. It is just Keeley on the field at the moment. Orman wants to take this corner kick short and quickly. Jones is going to send it in. Comes out to Hendrickson, whose shot from the top of the 18 cannons into the back of the net for the Bulldog lead. It's Samford 2, Kennesaw State 1. And that is Dogs midfielder number 15, Courtney Hendrickson, the sophomore out of Kennesaw, Georgia, puts the Dogs in the lead for the first time this evening. Her first goal of the season, and it is a special one to remember as she carefully placed that one with the inside of her right foot and just got all the power in the world behind it. And it dipped just underneath the crossbar at the final moment. Excellent technique from Hendrickson, and the Dogs lead just before the break as well, as we are under a minute left here. Goal scorer sends one up towards Bonner. Dogs looking for more here in this final 30 seconds. And that is Abby Roth for the Owls, doing well to shield the ball out of play. As time inches closer to expiring here in this first half. Well, that will do it, folks, for first half action here at the Samford Track and Soccer Stadium. The storyline changed just a minute ago when Courtney Hendrickson blasted one into the roof of the net from a good solid 20 yards out. And before that, it was Kennesaw State who had taken the lead early on. The header from, I believe it was Kemp, was able to slip past Anna Maddox, but the Bulldogs did not go down quietly. Gabriella Argueta got the Dogs on the board when she finished off a low cross that had slipped past Kennesaw State goalkeeper Ashley Zambetti, and Courtney Hendrickson, of course, putting the Dogs into the lead just before the break. We will be back on the other side of halftime for second half action, so stay tuned. But during halftime, stick around for a special visit with Samford University President Dr. Andrew Westmoreland. Plus second half action coming up. You're watching Bulldog Soccer on the Samford Sports Network.
This is Lauren. These are her first roommates, her first car, and her very first health insurance plan, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. Even at her age, she's not taking her health for granted. Her affordable health plan includes a routine annual checkup, apps, and programs that fit her lifestyle. Lauren may be just starting out, but with us, she's already got peace of mind. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. Find out how we can cover you for the first time.
Game day brings out the best in all of us. At Regions, every day is game day.
Discovering new things is good. For example, you may discover that the best bank in town isn't a bank.
One, two, three.
This is a very special day in the life of Sanford and the College of Health Sciences. It is a great accomplishment to have these facilities completed so that we can now bring together the four schools to actually put the interprofessional model of teaching, learning, and clinical experience together.
Facilities are amazing. It's so wonderful to be able to walk around in this beautiful place that like God's blessed us with here, and it's just such an upgrade from what we did have with our labs. And I'm so excited for all the new nursing students that are coming in that are going to get to start in these labs, and I can't wait to see how much more it helps just enabling them in growing and learning and becoming the best nurses that they can be.
The real pearl in this is the student. These facilities provide opportunity for our students to learn and practice with disciplines other than their own. And as the healthcare environment continues to change, we have to prepare our students to be graduates that can practice in teams and multidisciplinary groups.
It is time for our Bulldog Conversation. I'm Brad Radici, joined by Samford's president, Dr. Andrew Westmoreland, and we're standing in the lobby of the new home to our College of Health Sciences. Dr. Westmoreland, this its debut year.
Yes, it is, and we are so pleased with these facilities that we have just occupied. 231,000 square feet of space for our programs in the health sciences, which include pharmacy and nursing and health professions and public health, all under, I started to say one roof, actually it's two, but all in one complex here.
Talk about the health sciences in terms of the importance you see for the professions moving forward.
Well, I think that our program perhaps is unique and forward-looking for one primary reason, and that is the interprofessional nature of it all. We believe that the future of healthcare education is going to be found in this tight collaborative model. And in fact, all of the deans for all of those four schools are in relative tranquility, a few floors above us. Their offices adjoin one another. And so from the very top of the schools, people are talking together, working together, planning together we think that this is entirely the future direction of healthcare education, and we're pleased to be what we consider to be on the cutting edge of that.
It's an amazing facility. If you haven't seen them, please come by or stop online. We're about to have a video out with a complete tour, which takes about 2 hours if you're not careful.
That's true, and I've been lost in this facility more than once over the last few months as we have occupied it.
And when you take into account the College of Health Sciences, our undergraduate and graduate students with everybody else, another record enrollment here at Samford.
Yes, it's true. We have more than 5,400 students this fall. That's an increase. Last year we had 5,206. So we're very pleased with that. It's our 8th consecutive year of record-breaking enrollment. Of course, our enrollment growth has come at both the undergraduate and the graduate levels, and we're gratified that students continue to choose Sanford in record numbers.
When the numbers grow, how is that good for Samford?
Well, first of all, it's nice to be associated with a university where students actually want to attend.
Yes.
But I think it does create a sense of momentum for us. It also helps us to forecast more nearly about planning for the growth of future programs, related facilities needs, all of those things. But there's a little bit of excitement that comes when you recognize that you got a good market for your product.
2016 also brings us to our 175th year of Samford University, started as Howard College. A few bumps in that road, but boy, we've survived the test of time.
Oh, we're grateful for all of it too. 175 years, and I've been talking with, especially with student groups over the last few days about the significance of that. And it helps us to stop at a time like this and express gratitude for all that we've received here, those who have come before us and done a wonderful job. But it also reminds us of our responsibility to future generations. This is our time of leadership at Sanford, and hopefully we'll be able to leave it in the kind of shape that we inherited it here.
Dr. Andrew Westmoreland joining us here for the Bulldog Conversation. Stand by for more Samford football after this.
Hayden Hildebrand trips to the left side, single man right. Bulldogs will bring 4, and they're going to get to him. Going down back at the 33-yard line, Ahmad Gooden comes up with a sack to bring up a 4th down.
It's just all about that energy, you know, one person make a play, in the receiving room, we always count on us making the play, don't wait on nobody else, let's go make the play ourselves, and I was able to do that, and after that, Mandy got him a touchdown, and KJ got him one too, so it's just like, it just all just kept on going after that, the energy picked up, and the offense just kept on rolling.
Defensively, those guys just played outstanding, and they were on the field a lot in the second half. Sometimes, due to their own good play, having the pick sixes and the turnovers.
It felt good, it was a blessing, we practiced all week, so it was just all the hard work paid off, so I'm proud of my team, proud of everybody.
The Bears will have one more snap with 2 seconds left on 3rd and 15. Hildebrand against a 5-man Bulldog rush. Sanford brings pressure. Hildebrand running for his life, just throws it away, and it's incomplete. Clock is 0-0. Bulldogs have won. They have come to Conway, Arkansas, and hang on for a 35-29 victory over the Bears of UCA.
I tell you, it's nice when you don't play your best in certain phases of the game, but you still find a way to win, and that shows a lot of character for our team, and I'm just really proud of the guys. To come on the road here at Central Arkansas and pull out a win is not an easy thing to do, and we hung on in there, and we had one more than they did, and the goal is to win one a week, and that's all we can ask of our boys.
Listen, guys, man, we just want a football game! Some nights one group
ain't doing quite as good and the other group has to rise. And defense, you just kept stepping up. And I don't think anybody would disagree right here that this ball, game ball, goes to the defense. If you guys will continue to do what you did tonight and pick each other up and believe, hey, you won't be stopped. Yeah! I'm mighty proud of you guys. And hey, even though we're in Conway, Arkansas, okay? We got a bus ride. It don't matter. You understand? Because listen, there ain't nothing like being a Sanford Bulldog.
Well, welcome back here to the Samford Track and Soccer Stadium. Thanks so much for sticking around through halftime. Teams making their way back out, getting warm and ready for second half action. I tell you what, we had one of the busiest, most action-packed first halves of soccer that has happened here at home at the Samford Track and Soccer Stadium all season long. We recap the stats for you just quickly here. Kennesaw State took 8 shots. 4 of those were on goal. They had 4 corner kicks. Meanwhile, the Samford Bulldogs took 5 shots of their own. 4 of theirs were also on goal, and they took 5 corner kicks. So plenty of offensive action happening in the first half. Speaking of offensive action, there were 3 goals scored. Let me just recap those for you before the teams take the field here. Scoring first in the 16th minute was Cassidy Kemp for the Kennesaw State Owls. She charged onto the end of a high lofted cross off the foot of Brittany Reed and knotted it into the far post to give the Owls the 1-0 lead, but that was not to be the end of things. It was Abriella Argueta finishing off the low bouncing cross from Ella Baggett as Owls goalkeeper Zambetti could not claim it. Argueta had an empty net to blast it into, and blast it in she did. She leveled the score at 1 apiece in the 24th minute, and the Bulldogs eventually did take the lead just before halftime. It was Courtney Hendrickson who absolutely lasered it into the roof of the net from a good 22, 23 yards. That number will keep getting exaggerated by myself, I'm sure, as I continue to give Hendrickson more and more credit. She finessed it as well as you will see. He just picked her spot and placed it with the inside of her right foot, and that leaves things where we stand now. It's 2-1 Samford as we head into second half action. Teams have taken the field and have switched sides. The Dogs are up and ready. They are in their white tops and blue bottoms, as they always are here at home. They will be attacking from right to left on your screen, and the Kennesaw State Owls will be in their dark green and yellow colors, attacking from left to right as the second half has begun. Dogs will get us underway, and they will immediately go back to right back Taylor Meneed, who will launch it up the field as the action has begun here at the Samford Track and Soccer Stadium. Owls trying to get something going early on here. It's Maddox who's off her line very, very quickly. Do want to apologize to Anna just one more time. Had an error on the starting lineup sheet that made me believe that she was actually Katie Peters. Plot twist, she's not. She's Anna Maddox. She is her own independent woman, and she is in between the sticks tonight for the Dogs. She has kept 2 spectacular shutouts in her last 2 outings. She has conceded 1 tonight, but the Dogs are still in the lead. She's on her way towards another victory if the Dogs can keep this one up. As Cole steps forward to make a quality interception, now Kelly's going to look to keep the Dogs in possession. She's battled by 2 Owls defenders and dispossessed. The Dogs still have it. It's Lori now. Orman going wide to Meneed. Now Meneed cutting inside, trying to get it up forward, and she does successfully. Kelly has it on the far flank. She's driving down the line. She's got pace and footwork. Kelly, what can she make here? Tell you what she can make. She can make a Sanford corner kick.
Corner kick for Sanford.
Taylor Borman, the usual corner kick taker for the Dogs. She's not on the field at the moment, so it will be Argueta, who I think will be very pleased with the first half that she had. Got her goal, got an assist in the last match, and she was very active on this near side in the first period as her corner kick comes in. Not convincingly cleared, but the Owls will come away with it. And it's Meneed who's furthest back for the Dogs and on the ball now. Kelly leaves it off for Orman, and Orman goes back to Kelly. Kelly trying to turn towards goal. She gets the nutmeg, and it's come here to Ella Baggett, who has a chance. Her left-footed strike is just past the far post. That was a quality chance for the Dogs to extend their lead by a goal. That was Ella Baggett on her left foot. The shot just curled wide of that far post, and it was nearly 3 for the Dogs. Baggett, the 5'8" sophomore forward out of Clarksville, Tennessee. She is making her 8th appearance of the season. No goals for her yet, but she does have a pair of assists on the year. Nearly got her first goal of the season just now. Cole making a great interception, trying to get the Dogs back going forward, but her pass is intercepted. Baggett dummying, trying to hold on to possession, doesn't want to put this one out of play, and she gets the turn and the nutmeg, and Hendrickson helps keep the ball at the feet of the Dogs. Smeltzer up top. She gets a nutmeg. She's got a pass towards Kelly, and this is a real chance here for the Dogs. Malkanisha Kelly on her left foot cuts it back in, and it's only with the help of an extra Owls defender that Kennesaw State is able to blast that one out into touch. Not over, though. Smeltzer on the ball now. She's got help from Kelly. Kelly looking for options. Cutting left and right and left and right. Kelly's on her right foot. The shot is blocked. Kemp, the first half goal scorer for the Owls, has it on the far side now. Orman switches the play towards Baggett. Baggett trying to get that 1-2 going with Smeltzer, but it doesn't quite come off. Hendrickson is in possession now. Baggett looks for the 1-2. This time it does work out nicely, and Baggett can't quite get on the end of the return pass, as this one will trickle out of play. Owls goalkeeper Ashley Zambetti will put this one back. Couple of headers being won by both sides. Now Hendrickson is charging forward out of her deep-lying midfield position. She's looking for help. She's got it, opting to hold on to it now. And she goes towards Smeltzer and now to Orman. Dogs probing, trying to find that opening in the Owls' defense. No such luck yet, but they are coming back Well, that was a real chance there for Argueta, and it just got away from her. The Kennesaw State Owls are down by a score of 2-1 to the Dogs right now, but they have been very efficient in front of the goal this season. They've outscored their opponents 19-9 this year. Although that stat is skewed just a touch by an 8-0 drubbing that they gave to Alabama A&M earlier on the season, but it does have them up to 2.38 goals per game. They lead their conference in goals scored. So you can expect them to continue to threaten as the night wears on. They might have a chance here. Turning and twisting at the top of the area was Das, and the curler with the left foot doesn't quite trouble Maddox, but it was curling. Sent just a touch wide. Maddox is going to put this one back in play for the Dogs. Last 2 times these teams met, well, they were goal fests, the both of them. 2014, the Kennesaw State Owls took the W by a score of 4-2. That one took place right here at the Sanford Track and Soccer Stadium. So 6 goals in that one. And then last year when the Bulldogs ran away with the victory, the score line was 5-2. So 7 goals scored in that one. We've had 3 tonight, and I think we're poised for more action in front of the net as the half wears on. Owls are going to look to equalize and maybe take the lead, as the Dogs are going to look to extend to a more comfortable lead. Will be the Owls on the throw. Reed trying to get it up to the feet of her forward, Driscoll, and she does successfully. Now Driscoll is past Cole. Opting for patience is Driscoll. She lays it off. And that left-footed cross amounts to 0 danger for the Dogs, and Maddox can get the goal kick in. We'll hope that you Bulldogs fans were able to tune in last Tuesday night. It was a fun one as the Dogs took the 1-0 victory against the Alabama Crimson Tide right here at home. It was their 9th all-time victory against an SEC opponent. Jermaine Siopasenwe got the job done with her goal. She received a cross in the area, and I was able to find out from the source. The shot comes in from Ella Baggett. It's a team one. I was able to find out from the source herself, Siopasenwe, claiming that her shot was deflected and looping into the net. If I was her, I might have claimed it, although my conscience might not have let me. But Siopasenwe opting for honesty, as her deflected strike did loop over the Crimson Tide goalkeeper's head, and that was all that was between the two sides, and Bulldogs ran out 1-0 winners in the night. Now Kelly trying to repeat that, get the Dogs another W. Smeltzer tries to get it back into her. Hendrickson very neat in possession in the midfield. Dogs trying to go forward once again. Kelly's taken down, and the ref is happy to allow play to continue. Driscoll working tirelessly up top for the Owls to get something going for the visitors. She has spread the play wide. Here's Kemp, laying it off for her left back. Kemp switching it onto her right foot, looking for options. Hendrickson there to put in the strong tackle. We get more and more used to seeing her hard defensive work rate. And it's Emily Jones absolutely all over Owls forward. I believe that is Ashta Das. Reed's on it now, driving up the flank, and that ball will deflect. I believe it was off of Reed, and it was. That will be a Dogs goal kick. Just under 34 minutes left in this half, and the Dogs are going to be making 3 substitutions. Taylor Borman is coming into the match. Ella Baggett is leaving. Corey Sauter is also coming in, as well as Anna Allen, and making way for them, Ariella Argueta and Caitlin Orman coming off the field. Always a challenge to try and keep up with 3 substitutions at once. Try to do my best for the viewers. Corey Sauter has just entered the match for the Dogs. The freshman, the sophomore, making just her 2nd start of the season tonight. Just the 1 assist to her name on the year. Now here's Anna Allen. Her long pass towards Borman is allowed to run all the way through, and Borman will lay chase. Her and Reed duke it out for possession, and the Dogs will win it in the end. Jones is going to take this throw. Smeltzer checking 2. She lays it off for Borman. Borman's cross is a chance for the Dogs. Kelly is in there, and from about 4 yards out, Kanisha Kelly, well, she was being put off by her defender, but she has managed to put it high and wide, and quickly here, the Kennesaw State Owls are making a change. Maggie Gaughan is coming into the match, and Kim Fincher is leaving. I believe that I mistakenly called Kim by the name of Ashta a couple of times. The 6 and the 3, very difficult to differentiate on the back of these Owls jerseys, so apologies to the 2 of them for getting them mixed up. Sanford is making another change here. Virginia McNeil is getting back into the action. Emily Jones is being given the rest. So Jones and Virginia McNeil proving that they can swap flanks and still be just as effective in defense, as Watford nearly gets in on that back pass. Henderson playing it quickly back up to the feet of Watford. Meneed really battling for it hard on the far side, and she has committed no foul according to the referee. Here's Contreras. Now Kelly coming up the right-hand side. She has got a lot of room in front of her, and she's past one defender. It's 4-on-2 here for the Bulldogs. Can Kelly pick out the right pass? Borman's in plenty of space in the area. Borman's right-footed volley is saved by Zambetti. Danger not done here for the Owls, but it was quite the diving effort from Owls goalkeeper Ashley Zambetti to make the two-handed save. Borman is trying to get this one back into the area. She's muscled off by Reed. And the referee, as has been the theme all night, is letting the girls play. So I think Taylor Borman will want that opportunity back. She had a lot of time and space in the area, and her technique was excellent on the volley, but the placement just not quite far enough away from Zambetti, who did well to make the diving save. Might have another chance here, Borman. She's in the 18, and she's cutting it back towards Kelly's on her left foot. Just scuffed the shot, maybe thought she didn't have as much time as she did. Now Owls trying to break here. Allie Laurie, the only Sanford player back, and she's going to make the tackle. Maddox opts to stay on her line. This could be dangerous for the Bulldogs. That low cross back across the face is cleared by Cole, and McNeil can come away with it. So chances at both ends. This game really opening up as Watford nearly creates something for the Dogs. Back and forth action here at the Sanford Track and Soccer Stadium as both teams really press on for the goal. Can hardly keep up. Now that ball is safely into the hands of Maddox, who will look to slow things down just a touch as the last minute or so has been very frantic. Her long punt is going to make its way all the way to Watford, who has been pushed in the back in midair during that attempted header, and the Dogs will have a free kick. So two very good scoring opportunities have gone begging for the Dogs here. They're going to look to create some more and extend their lead. Kelly is out on the far side, and she's trying to go around her defender, use that speed of hers. Just knocked it too far on this occasion. So it's Allie Laurie who's back there accompanying Olivia Cole. Allie Laurie on the right side of defense at the moment. She's been in and out of the defense and in and out of the midfield as head coach Todd Yelton uses her versatility. Here's the ball into the box for the Dogs, and Borman was nearly up to get the flick on it. Would have put Zambetti off had she gotten anything on that cross, but it was just over her head. Now we've got 3 substitutions happening here for the Owls.
Multiple subs for Sanford.
First, though, for Sanford, number 18, Caitlin Orman is coming into the game, and leaving is Malkenisha Kelly. Coming into the game for Kennesaw, number 10, Jessica Sexton. Number 9, Monica Herrera. And number 23, Emily Sosa. All those changes happening very fast. Sauter is turning and driving up the left-hand side. And she's blocked off the ball with some very good defending from Crowley. And then Reed does her best to shield and clear as well. So Owls defenders using their bodies very well inside of their own 18 to shield and protect the ball. Referee has seen nothing that he doesn't like so far. He's been very willing to let the girls play hard this evening as Borman drives at Crowley. Crowley is equal to the task as she steps in and knocks this one out. Dogs will have a corner kick.
Number 7,
Will be their 7th of the evening. And number 7 for the Dogs, Taylor Borman, will be over it. Here it comes from Borman. It's a low one to the near post, doesn't quite stay in bounds. Nothing doing there for the Bulldogs on this occasion. As the Owls are making a change, Ida Hepso is coming back in, the native of Malvik, Norway. Hepso is heading on to the right-hand side of the field, and making way for her was number 12, Cassidy Kemp. Dogs have this free kick in the middle, and the referee not too happy with it. He's going to pull this one back. It was Olivia Cole over the free kick, and she did not quite stop the ball completely before she took it. I believe that's what the referee has taken offense to, so we will do it again with Cole inside the Owls' half. She tries to get it out to this left-hand side to Borman. Nothing doing there. But Hendrickson, as she does so often, is able to keep possession for the Dogs. Now here's Borman in a dangerous area. She's got movement in front of her, and her right-footed shot sails into the back of the net off the bottom of the crossbar. That's a goal from nothing from Samford winger Taylor Borman, and it's 3-1 Bulldogs.
Number 7, Taylor Borman.
Well, Borman got onto it in a dangerous area, but we were expecting to see a pass from her. She opted for the strike, and she went back across her body, back across the goal, and that one just dipped underneath the crossbar in time, bounced off the bottom and into the back of the net. So a 2-goal lead here for the Bulldogs. As they have stamped their mark on this match. Animatics is going to come out and grab this one. Allen and Hendrickson combining to switch the play towards McNeil. And now here's your goal scorer on the ball. It's Taylor Borman doing her work as usual in the near side corner. She's going to whip across him with her right foot. It's not a bad one, but no dogs attacking it. And Zambetti will scoop it up. Zambetti may be guilty of coming off her line too quickly for the first Samford goal scored by Argueta, but nothing you can fault her for in that one, as it was just the brilliance of the strike from Taylor Borman that just launched it back across the goal and into that top left-hand corner. So two really, really great goals back-to-back for the Dogs. As Hendrickson and Borman both have strikes from outside the area, finding the back of the net. Now Watford with a nice touch. She's driving into the Owls area. Borman and Sauter linking up. Borman wants to put the cross in, can't quite find the space to do so, as Reed is twisting, turning, and looking for options. All she can do is knock it out of play and give the Dogs another throw in. She doesn't have much help out there, Reed, trying to mark Sauter and Borman at the same time. Now it's Orman driving into the 18 and cannot keep that one from running out of play. This will be a Owls throw, and there are 4 substitutions happening very, very quickly. I will do my best to bring those to you. For Sanford, number 3, Emily Jones has come into the match. Waiting on those other ones here.
For Kennesaw State, number 3,
Ashta Das has come into the match for the Owls. And I believe that last one was Isabella Contreras, who has entered for the Owls as well. Now Borman's going to whip across him with her left foot. It doesn't get past Zambetti. Hendrickson making another interception in the midfield. Can't quite give her enough plaudits for the work that she does in there. Her tackling and interceptions mean that the Dogs keep a lot of possession. I believe that is Meneed charging up the right-hand side. Watford's onto it. She's got options in the area. She tries. Gets a little bit cheeky and sneak it in the near post. And you know what? She does get the corner kick.
Corner kick for Sanford.
She did have Taylor Borman in support, making that run onto the penalty spot, but opted to go alone, try and catch Zambetti off her line. Nearly worked. Nearly snuck it in at that near post. And Borman, instead of getting her second goal of the evening, is taking this corner kick. It's in towards the middle, and it's just wide of the far post. I think that was Olivia Cole up and winning the header. Well, if she had knocked that one in, it would have been a case of deja vu. Cole got a goal away from home last season when the Dogs played Kennesaw in the 5-2 victory. But the Dogs enjoyed. There are other goal scorers on that night. 2 of them still with the team. Caitlin Orman and Malkanisha Kelly got the goals, and former Dogs winger Hallie Georgie got 2 on that evening as well. Watford really working hard up top for the Dogs tonight. She's another one of the very skillful freshman class who's been getting a lot of playing time. The 5'7" forward midfielder out of Indianapolis, Indiana. No starts, but she's making her 6th appearance of the year, so a player who's been very heavily utilized by head coach Todd Yelton. As Zambetti looks to put this one back in play, get things going here again. Reed taking this throw in on the near touch line for the Owls. She looks for Sexton, finds her. Now Contreras is over the ball in a little bit of space, driving at the top of the 18. She lays it out wide. And that ball has come back in towards Sexton. She's trying to swing it into the net. It's bouncing around in the 18, and Olivia Cole is able to make the clearance at her own expense as she has taken a tumble right at the end and stayed down. Referee has asked that the clock be stopped, and Cole looks to be in need of some attention from the Bulldogs trainers. Olivia Cole, the 2015 Southern Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Had a very special season last year. I tell you, I've known Olivia since my freshman year. Her and I are in the same class, and I've watched her play each and every season for the Dogs, and I've watched her grow more and more in confidence with each passing season. She got more and more playing time her sophomore year and was an absolute rock in the center of the defense last year for the Dogs, as they lost a very pivotal defensive piece. Katie Danahy used to be the center defender for the Dogs. Some of you longtime Bulldog fans may remember, and I used to wonder who's going to be the one to step in and replace Katie when she leaves. She had such a big, strong presence in the center of that defense, and Sanford head coach Todd Yelton has found a fantastic replacement for Danahy and Olivia Cole, who has filled the shoes entirely. She was also named to the 2015, pardon me, this year must be incorrect, the 2016 preseason. I am stumbling over my stats here. She is the 2015 first team All-Southern Conference. So yes, that stat was from last season. She's back up on her feet, which is great to see, as her head coach, Mr. Yellen, is out there to check on her as well as the athletic staff. She receives a round of applause here. Olivia Cole from my very own hometown of Orlando, Florida. She's making her 8th appearance and 8th start of the year. She hasn't missed a minute for the Dogs all season long. Such has been her importance to this side, so certainly a worry. Looks like she is going to miss her first minutes of the year as Courtney Hendrickson has come back onto the field. So Olivia Cole gingerly makes her way off. Certainly hope the best for Olivia, that she'll be all right. Know she's a tough one. Know she's been in the middle of a lot of physical battles for the Dogs all of last season and all this season. She's a tough one as she makes her way off onto the track here. We are back underway. Clock has begun. Ball is rolling. Reed can't quite find Contreras in the midfield, and it's back in the possession of the Dogs, who look to be at 4 in the back again. Anna Allen back there helping out Allie Laurie. Those two in the center of defense as their senior defender Olivia Cole is taking a little break. She's being monitored by the athletic staff just beneath me. And that is Laurie making the interception, and now the tackle on that far sideline. She's able to keep possession. McNeil has moved into the midfield just in front of the defense alongside Courtney Hendrickson for those keeping track. Now Watford is trying to make a run up the sideline, and you know what? She has done a great job to earn a corner kick for her side.
Corner kick for Sanford. We take about number 7, Taylor Borman.
Borman is across to take this one. 3 defenders opting to stay back this time. Plenty of bodies in the box, though, as the corner kick comes in from Borman, and it's over everyone. This is Hendrickson chasing it down. She's got a little bit of help, but she's going to go it alone. Cuts back down the sideline and has her attempted cross blocked. But she does have the throw in, as the Kennesaw State Owls are preparing 4 substitutions beneath me. Going to see if we can catch every single one of them. It's always a challenge up here in the booth. Meanwhile, the game still does carry on. Borman is putting in a cross with her left foot, and it's over the head of Watford, who will lay chase to it. And she's going to get it, Watford, and she is going to be fouled as well. The referee has asked, well, he's given the yellow card. Also asked for the clock to be stopped so that he could make that call. Sanford are going to have a free kick to whip in from that far side. Plenty of movement in the box for the Dogs. Sauter even coming all the way short for it. Borman is going to send it in, though. And Zambetti is up to punch. It was Watford challenging for it. Owls still not able to make all 4 of those substitutions that they've wanted to, but the Dogs have a corner kick. They've taken it short, and they've taken it quickly. Now they've got a chance to whip it into the area. Orman has a chance on her left foot. It might fall to, I think that was Lori. Couldn't quite keep it down. Now the substitutions will happen. Entering the game for the Owls, Kemp, Driscoll, Pesgrove, and Fincher, all entering the match for the visitors. Coming off Gone, Hepso, Contreras, and Sexton. That might be a new record for me to have gotten all 4 of those substitutions that fast. Now Zambetti will get things moving again here. With 15 minutes left in the second half, Bulldogs still leading by a score of 3-1. A lot of work to do for the Owls if they're going to get back into this one. But it is the Dogs who have been applying the pressure here in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so, as they've stacked their corner kick count up to 10 for the night. Now Lori wins possession, and, well, for the first time this evening, the referee opting to call a close one. Thought that Lori might have gotten away there, and the referee has been happy to let the girls play on for much of the evening tonight, but not on that occasion. Although the Owls do turn it over, so Emily Jones is on the near side to throw it in for us. Borman cutting. That one gets to Orman, who twists and turns, and now Borman is back on it. She's dispossessed Owls defender, and she's cutting onto her left foot. Can she pick someone out in the area? Borman tries to roll it back towards the penalty spot. Couldn't quite get it there. So that was Crowley that she dispossessed as she charged into the box. Borman becoming a real nuisance on this near left-hand side for the Owls defense. She's trying to get it back from Emily Jones now. But Emily Jones is picking out the run of Orman, who has found herself in a more advanced position as the game is worn on. She goes down in a heap in the area. No call from the ref. Driscoll trying to get a quick counterattack going here for the Owls, but Anna Allen shepherds her out of bounds. And Ida Hepso is checking back into this match
2, Ida Helpson.
For the Owls. Allie Laurie with plenty of space to clear it from her own 18-yard area. It's over the head of Borman, and Reed has a little time to pick out a pass. She decides to go around Borman and put in a right-footed cross. It's a great one toward the back towards Kemp, who is judged to have been just a step offside by this near side linesman. Pass did not reach her in the end anyway, and Maddox will take this free kick to get things back up and running again here as we have just 12.5 minutes remaining. Dogs still looking to add on to their tally, and that one nearly got through to the run of Taylor Borman. Hendrickson with another interception for the Dogs. If you're keeping count, add that one to the list. Sauter is going to play it over the top for Watford. It's a great pass, and Watford nearly gets there, clashes hard with Zambetti, and it looks like Zambetti, well, she's up and back on her feet. Finally, there she goes. Looks like they're both okay, both of them challenging hard for the ball. Borman trying to squeeze past 3 Owls defenders. Can't quite make that one happen. Dogs are still all over it, though. Owls just really trying to get some sort of offense going. Owls going to make a change here. Entering the match, number 14, Charlotte Rindt.
Number 14, Charlotte Rindt.
I believe that was Ashta Das making way for her. Kennesaw State on the ball. Going long towards Driscoll. That's what they want to see if you're a Owls fan, and Driscoll's cross is knocked out. Owls will have a corner kick. Brittany Reed is headed to the far corner to whip it in for the Owls here. She does. It's a low one towards the near post, and Maddox is on top of it before it can get over the goal line. Very quick hands and quick thinking from Anna Maddox as it took a strange bounce and deflection just inside that 6-yard box, and it was headed for the back of the Bulldog net, but Maddox was alert and on top of things. Anna Maddox is, of course, as I mentioned last Tuesday night, still your Southern Conference Player of the Week. For last week, she's been in tip-top shape for the Dogs over the last couple of matches. 2 huge shutouts against Baylor and Bama. Really nice to knock off in-state rivals. Friends from Tuscaloosa, they fell 1-0 when they visited the Sanford Track and Soccer Stadium. Driscoll's running onto that through ball, and she's going to try and work her way into the area. She's going to lay it off, and that cross does come in towards the top of the box. Kemp can't make anything happen. Now here's Rindt. Sliding interception made by Benede, who is getting some extended minutes as the right back in the current back 4 that the Bulldogs are deploying. Reed tries to play a channel ball, but that one is out of bounds, and the Bulldogs are going to make a change. Malkanisha Kelly is coming back into the fray, and leaving in her wake is number 4, Maya Watford. Solid shift from Maya this evening. Really made a nuisance of herself up top, had some great touches, some great passes, and nearly found herself on the end of some big chances for the Dogs. No goals for her this evening, but solid outing for Miss Watford. Contreras' pass is intercepted by Meneed. And Hendrickson does well to keep possession. Sauter is turning, playing a pass with her left foot. Just got caught in between Borman and Kelly. Driscoll's looking for options, and it does come off of Jones for the Owls corner kick. They've had their fair share of corner kicks this evening as well. This is going to be their 6th. So both teams have had it in the opposing side's final third for significant spells on this Friday night.
Number 2, Ida Hepso.
Ida Hepso is over on this near side corner to whip it in for the Owls as they look to add another one on the board, get themselves back into the game. Bulldogs can clear it. Now Rint is going to send it back towards Hepso. She's onside, and she's sending that left-footed cross in. Laurie's there to deal. And with the help of Borman, Bulldogs are back in possession. Commentator's curse, just as I say that, the Owls get back on it and then dribble it out for a Bulldog throw. Kelly and Hendrickson scrapping for it in the middle of the pitch as Kelly takes a hard hit, but the Dogs are still in possession. Sauter puts a ball into the path of Borman, who's going to get there. Borman going left and right. Her attempted cross is blocked. And Anna Allen doing her best Olivia Cole impression and cutting that one out. Here's Laurie. Just 5 minutes left in regulation. Dogs still holding that 2-goal lead. Score of 3-1 as Hendrickson continues to put in quite the shift, that time laying a hard challenge down. Dogs not really been threatened too much by the Owls in this second half. They've been the ones doing the threatening. Added a goal onto their lead. And sitting very comfortably now. Meneed is on it. She's trying to get it up to the feet of Kelly, and she does. Kelly can't quite hold it, but Meneed puts in a strong challenge. Owls doing their best to hold off this offensive onslaught from the Dogs. Here's Reed for the visitors. Pressure from the Bulldog zone. Taylor Borman means that Reed has allowed that one to run out of play. Emily Jones in no big rush to take this throw. Just 3.5 minutes on the clock still. Bulldogs very comfortable now. Virginia McNeil puts in a strong challenge in the middle of the park. She's up a little bit higher than she might be used to. Usually finds herself on that left or right flank of the defense, but injury tonight means she's putting in a solid shift in the midfield. Not completely out of position is McNeil. She played a fair bit of last season in the midfield as well, if memory serves correctly. Now Kelly's on it. She's got her head up. She's going to take the space in front of her. She's passed a couple of defenders and just not on the same page as the forwards in front of her, as that through ball heads into the hands of Zambetti. Lori, the last one back for the Dogs. She clips it up long towards Borman, who tries the fancy flick. Doesn't quite come off for her. And Anna Allen is going to launch it back up to Borman. This time the flick does work in her favor. And speaking of Borman, her younger sister, Keely, entering the match, as well as Sarah Smeltzer. And Emma Thompson has also entered the match. This will be the first time that I see Emma Thompson play all year. The 5'7" sophomore out of Huntsville, Alabama. She's making her third appearance of the year this evening. Have not had the pleasure of commentating Emma Thompson's play, as her appearances were made before, well, either the Dogs were away or I was not up on campus yet to call the matches, but I'm here now and happy to be here. It's just under 2 minutes left before the referee calls full time, but Dogs still in their commanding 3-1 lead, and they're going to make another change. Aaron Bonner's coming in, and Taylor Borman is given the high five on the sideline by head coach Todd Yelton for a solid night's work. So it was her goal that extended the Dogs' lead to 2. I am wishing that the Dogs had some instant replay. I could just watch the Borman and Hendrickson goals all over again, but I'm sure you'll be able to see the both of them on YouTube after the match. That's right, you can check back on YouTube for highlights of all the Sanford goals. I know I will be checking those two out again. Owls try and get the free kick in, and they can't get it past Bonner. And it might just sum up this second half for the Owls, as they have put their best foot forward and to no avail, as the Dogs have stopped them at every attempt. Under a minute left here in regulation. Thompson gets it to McNeil. Here's Thompson again. Neat turn in the middle. She's got her head up looking in front of her, and she finds Smeltzer. Smeltzer has options wide. I believe that's Keely Borman cutting onto her left foot and taking a shot, trying to equal the show put on by her older sister earlier this evening. Not quite up to the task. Sure, we'll be seeing a lot more of Keely Borman as she grows as a Sanford Bulldog player, but for now, the clock is expiring. That is full time. And the Dogs take the victory in their last non-conference matchup of the 2016 regular season. The score here from the Sanford Track and Soccer Stadium, Sanford Bulldogs 3, Kennesaw State 1. Dogs extend the all-time record over the Owls. They extend their lead, to 6 victories and 2 losses, so a commanding lead in this series for the Dogs, as these two teams have featured against each other season after season. Well, that will be it on this Friday night broadcast. Let me just recap the stats and scoring for you. The visitors, Kennesaw State Owls, they took 11 shots on the night, so no absence of attempts from them. 5 of those were on goal, but only 1 found the back of the net, and those are the ones that count. The Bulldogs took 5 more shots than them, 16 for the Dogs. Half of those were on goal, and 3 of those, as you know, found the back of the net, and those are the ones that have separated the two sides. It was Cassidy Kemp getting the scoring underway in the 16th minute as she got up on the end of a high lofted cross and nodded the Owls into the lead. But Argueta had something to say about that as she tapped in a cross from Ella Baggett that had squeaked all the way through the box. Then Courtney Hendrickson put the Dogs in the lead in the 45th minute. Just 58 seconds before the halftime whistle, she let loose a thunderbolt into the back of the Owls' net. I can't wait to watch that one again. And I'll tell you, there's another one I can't wait to watch again. That's Taylor Borman's second half strike, which put the score to 3-1, and that is how things end here this evening. Dogs take the victory, improve to 4-2-2 on the season. Now, next up for the Sanford soccer team, the start of the Southern Conference schedule, folks. The big important games are underway. Dogs visit Wofford next Friday night. They'll be away from home, and then after that, they'll follow up with another away game at Furman on Sunday afternoon. Important news for Bulldog fans that like to watch on the Sanford Sports Network. Our Bulldogs are back here at home on Friday. Mark it down on your calendar, September 30th, where they will host the Mercer Bears. Longtime Sanford followers will know that that is a big one. Mercer undoing the Southern Conference tournament runs that the Dogs have put together the last 2 seasons. So a chip on the shoulder of the Dogs, I'm sure, September 30th. Be sure to tune in for that one, folks. And as always, you can look for game previews, recaps, media links, and more all online at sanfordsports.com. As we wrap things up this evening, just let me thank the crew, my boss man, the director of digital media, Johnny Mack, Hannah Diamond up on the camera, and Dirk Haldewang also working the camera down low. Thanks so much, guys. Sam Bush on the Wirecast did a great job this evening. And our final score from the Sanford Track and Soccer Stadium, it's Bulldogs 3, Owls 1. Until next time, folks, I'm Eric Biancalana saying so long for now. This has been a Bulldog soccer production on the Sanford Sports Network.